about how to start your business and build your business up so you can get funded up to $250,000 in funding. And it's important that our community get this information, because most of us are not getting this information at all. Most of us are surrounded by, people who aren't informative enough or informed on this information that I'm about to share with you guys. I'm here to serve you guys, and that's what I'm here to do on this platform, the MedZed platform. I am here to serve you guys in giving you guys gems and bars and information that you guys can take along your journey. I know it's late at night, and one would say, why, normally you would be on like 8 to 10 o'clock in the morning. Why are you on tonight? I'm here tonight because growing up, they say the heights of great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but meanwhile their companions slept. We were upward, toiling through the night. So guess what? Tonight we're up and we're working. Yes, we're up and we're working tonight. And in life, those who choose to sleep the less and do the most, those people in life will always turn out to be, the most successful ones. So guess what? We're not going to waste the time. We're not going to be outside partying like everyone else tonight. We're going to sit here and we're going to go over how to build a business. But before we even get to how to build a business, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to understand the importance here of having a business, having an LLC or a corporation. Most people who go to work, have a 9-to-5 job and just have a W-2, it's difficult for you to maneuver the tax bracket that you may fall into. You end up paying a lot of tax. But I will always recommend to you guys to have an LLC where you can use it to help write off, some of your loss and help to adjust your tax, because a lot of you guys pay a lot of money with your W-2. So it's very important for you guys to get and have an LLC. The first thing I wanted to go over with you guys is when you guys are coming up with a name. There's a website called NameCheck. I want you guys to go on NameCheck and search for the name that you come up with, because too many times you see it where, you like a name. You didn't search the name to see if the name is available or to see if someone else has the name, and you take the name and you run with it. And then when you create that name or file a corporation for that name, then someone who has the name already sends you a cease and desist letter, and then you have to shut down your business now, or you can't use that name anymore. You're gonna have to switch and change the name, which is wrong. You shouldn't have to do that. That's the reason why we're gonna make sure that we don't make that mistake in the first place. So the first place you want to go to, and I want you guys to get your pen and your paper out tonight. Real talk, because this information, there are different steps that I'm gonna lay out that I want you guys to take. All right. So I want you guys to go to NameCheck. It's NameCheck, NameCheck, and then you're gonna put the name of the business that you want your business to be, and then when you put it in that search engine, it's gonna tell you whether it's available or not, and then it's also gonna give you suggestions of other names that you want to be. So make sure that you guys, make sure that you guys do your due diligence and go and search, and find that name that you want. Okay. Boy, man, tell her, these people and Insta Media. All right, so you guys got that. First thing, yes, NameCheck. They say we should keep it real, right? Yeah, we're gonna keep it real. Okay, so make sure that you guys get that, go to NameCheck to get the name that you want. So now that you have the name that you want, make sure that you purchase your domain name. You can go to domain.com or you can go to godaddy.com and make sure that you purchase that .com name. It's so important, that you have the rights or own the rights to your name. Really important. All right. Upon purchasing your domain name, make sure that you purchase the website, and also the professional email. Because as we get down this list, I'm going to tell you guys how important it is to make sure that you guys have your business email. So after you guys purchase your domain name is going to be, let's say your name is johnbrown.com. It's just having the rights to a .com or a .net or a .org or a .shop or whatever it is that you want your business to be, where you're going to create a website where people can go and find you on whatever platform it is that you're going to promote your business on. So after you purchase your domain name, you also want to secure your social media names. You don't want to end up in a situation like what Chanel did. Like, by the time Chanel got around to Instagram, there was someone who took the name already, Chanel. And as much as a big company they are, and they went to fight to get the name, they couldn't have got the name because someone else had gotten it. It's all about make sure that you secure your names first. So therefore, you have the rights to your name. So you want to make sure that you secure your social media angles, whether it's a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever it is. Make sure that you guys secure your names first. Once you guys secure your name, you want to go ahead and file a corporation. File an LLC, less liability on whatever it is, the type of business that you have. And it's really important, that you guys understand that you don't have to have a whole business structure in your head in order for you to start. It could be John Brown LLC. That's it. And then you could operate whatever business you want to operate underneath it. But one of the most important things, ladies and gentlemen, while filing your LLC is going to be your NAICS code. Your NAICS code is, most banks look at this code. It determines the type of business that you're operating under, and it will affect your funding, whether your business is a high risk business or whether it's a low risk business. It's really important for you to choose your NAICS code when you are building out your business. Also, with your business, when you're coming up with your name for your business, try to keep it as general as possible. Try not to let it be Craig's Credit Repair, because credit repair business are high risk. Insurance are high risk business. You know what I mean? Computer, software, or consulting, those are considered to be low risk business. So try to, tailor your business somewhere around there. You know what I mean? You're not trying to be too exact because, it's high risk, and you try to just try to tailor it in a way where, your NAICS code can be used, in a good way. Yes. All right. So the next thing you want to do after you set up your corporation, you're gonna get your EIN. Your EIN number is free. Your EIN number is like your social security for your business, so you need it. All these things go hand in hand. And when you're setting up your business, I don't want you guys to use your social. There's just too much risk in using your social, too much blowback. So you want to definitely make sure that you go ahead and get your EIN number for your business. It's a business social. Along with getting your EIN number, you want to make sure that you also get your DUNS number. That's also like another social for your business. This is really the social for your business, because this is what lenders are going to look at when you look to borrow money for your business. They look at your paydex score on your Duns and Bradstreet, and they will see, hey, okay, he has a good business credit score, so therefore we can do business with you and move forward. All right, guys. One of the things that I want you guys to remember, right? Always make sure that you have, when you're setting up your business, try not to use your home address. Try not to use KeishaLollipop@gmail.com. And then after you set your business up, then you're going to go to the bank and tell them, yo, I need $150,000 in funding. And the underwriter sits there and look like, okay, so Keisha Lollipop at Gmail that wants to borrow. You know what I mean? And she operates in her home. That's going to limit the funding that you would possibly get. Because what kind of business could you really possibly be running from your home that's going to require that amount of money? So therefore, this is how important it is to have these things implemented and structured properly. So therefore, whenever we reach the final stage of this process to go ahead and get funding, all these things are already built out. So you want to make sure that when you purchase your domain name, and I said to you also to make sure that you purchase your email, the rights to your email. So therefore, your email is going to be info@johnbrownchucking.com or info@johnbrown.com. So we're not going to use Gmail because Gmail is not a professional email. What we're not going to do also, we're not going to use our home address. So therefore, you're going to have to get a virtual address. Whichever state you are in, you can use sites like Regus, Anytime Mailbox. Those places will give you a business address. So therefore, when the banks look at it, they will see that, okay, this is actually a business. And try not to use P.O. Box. They know what is a P.O. Box, and it doesn't work. Most places, they don't like P.O. Boxes. So it's also important for you to remember that you need these things to set up before you even go ahead and set up your bank account. You need a business address, so make sure that you get your virtual address. You need your professional email, so make sure that you go back into your GoDaddy or whatever domain platform that you purchase your domain name from and set up a business email. Another thing that you guys will need is a phone number. Using your personal phone number, no. It's a no. Try not to use your phone number. You can go to websites like Ring Central. You can go to websites like phone.com. You can purchase a 1-800 number. You can even get creative and create your own number into 800, karma, whatever it is that you want to call. You can tailor it whatever way that you want to, but just make sure that it's an 800 number, and then you assign it to your cell phone number and it rings directly to your cell phone, so you get the calls. But you want to make sure that you're building out a front, so when they look at you, you're 100% business. All right, where we at? The next thing that you want to do, yes, you want to go ahead and set up your bank account. You can choose whichever bank you want to choose to set it up with. I love credit unions because credit unions work with smaller people. So I will say to you, try to find a credit union in your community and set it up. You know what I mean? Set it up with them. They work with you better than the bigger banks. You know what I mean? So find a bank, set up a bank account with them because you're definitely going to need that. Try to build a website because banks, they do look at they look at you when they're gonna give you funding. They're gonna look up all these information that I'm about to get to you, right? So you want to make sure that you have a website. You want to have some form of internet presence where they can go and search for you and be like, okay, you're legitimate, we can find you. So you want to make sure that you build up a website. And guys, it's not hard to find a website builder. All right, you guys can go to Fiverr, Fiverr, and find people over there to build a website for you. It could be a landing page, it could be a one-page website, it doesn't matter. All right, you want to make sure that you have a payment processor. You got guys like Square, you got Stripe, you got EMS, you got a whole bunch of them. What is a payment processor? This is the system that you're going to use to collect payment. So you're not going to use Zelle or Cash App or Venmo or these things. No, you're going to have a legitimate system structure in your business where you link to your website so you can take American Express, Visa, Master, whatever card, PayPal, whatever it is. You set your system up so therefore you can take all form of payments through your website. All right. So when the banks go and look for you through your website, they can find you. They can see that, yes, you are legitimate. All right. The next thing you want to do, you want to list your business on 411. 411 is like this business network where everybody who has a business lists their business there, so you can be found, and people who are looking for you, they can find you. So you want to list your business on 411, list yourself, and also on Yelp. So before you even get to this stage, you want to make sure that you already take all these steps that I've highlighted before, because all those information that you've listed are now going to become public information where everybody is going to see it. You see the reason why I told you how important it is not to have your personal cell phone number, not to have your personal email up there, not to have your personal home address up there, because everybody can see this information. And even if you're getting sued, at least now they can find you. You know what I mean? Let's say your business run up into some form of issue, you know what I mean? They have easy access to you. You can't hide behind your corporation anymore because all your personal information are out there. So that's the reason why it is important, yo, that you set your business up the way that I instruct you guys to. All right. So now that, guys, you guys have your business built out. You guys have all your accounts set up. Now it's about, okay, how do I get funding now? Your business built out as is a brand new business. Most lenders want you to be in business for at least 2 years and have a paydex score of over 80. Okay, what is a paydex score? A paydex score is like a business credit score. So just like on the personal side of a credit score, it ranges from 300 to 850. On the business side, it ranges from 0 to 100. So you need to make sure that your business is somewhere around 80 to 100. That is considered to be a good business credit score. All right. So how do you get there is the tough question. How do you get there is what I'm about to tell you guys right now. There are many different ways to get there, and it doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that you'll have to take, and there are different tiers that you would have to tap into in order to get there. But let's start at tier 1. Tier 1 is setting up net 30 accounts. What are net 30 accounts? Net 30 accounts are lenders that you will borrow, whether it's a fuel card or whether it's Uline or whether it's Sam's, and you will use their product. Let's just say a Shell gas card, and you use that gas card throughout the course of the month to pay for gas. You want to make sure that you pay for it at the 30-day mark. As soon as you pay for it, it reports to the credit bureaus, which is whether it's Experian Business or reports to Duns and Bradstreet, that yes, you are in good standing, you paid your debt, and it shows that you are paying your debt every month. So therefore, over a period of time, continuously paying your debt on time, you will build your credit, or you build up your business credit. That's the same thing that you will do with all of these other gas cards or all these other platforms, whether it's Uline or whether it's on the Sam's account that you have. It's the same thing that you will do. Some of these things, they take up to 3 months or up to 6 months in order for you to build out, but it's important for you to build out. And these are just the easier ones. As you go further in seeking even bigger loans, there are there's others that I'll give to you guys later on. Trust me. But for starters, you guys can start with those in order for you guys to build up. But there's an easier way. There's an easier way for you to go ahead and get funding for your business. You having good credit. A good credit is considered somewhere anything above 700 that you can PG it. PG means, get familiar with these terms, personally guaranteeing your business. Like, for example, y'all see me post for Mattis Enterprise. It's a brand new business that I put all the other business that I have underneath it, because as we go along, I will show you guys the importance and the way that you really need to structure your business, so therefore you become untouchable. And the reason why when I say you become untouchable, a lot of us have business, and in business, yo, I've seen the good side and I've seen the bad side. I've seen where your business gets in trouble and you can get sued and all these things. But we will go through the process of structuring your business by setting up a irrevocable trust and let your trust runs your corporation. So therefore, you don't own the business anymore, or you don't own your home anymore. Your corporation, your trust owns it, but you own the trust. So therefore, nobody can sue you, nobody can come after you, because it's the trust that's running everything. But we'll get into that. All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you guys. This. All right. For all of you guys, a lot of you guys know these. We got a few of them that that are coming. So this week we ran funding for our business. We ran funding for Lloyd Brothers Logistics, and we also run funding for Mattis Enterprise. I love American Express. I love them. And we're going to share with you guys, this is called the Business Platinum Card from American Express. All right? This is what it looks like. I'm sharing it with you guys. This is how they send it. So, I like it. It feels heavy too. It feels like there's a lot of money at it. So, guys, this week we ran display. And I'll give you guys the data points that you guys will need in order to get y'all funding right. Remember now, simultaneously I was doing these things because I needed up to $500,000 in funding for these two businesses. Not necessarily that I needed to go out there and buy things and do all these things. No. You need funding at times just to have funding for when your business grow to the level where you need funding for. You're not worried about how you're going to get that money or where you're going to get that money from. So therefore, this is all saying that says it's best to get it while you can and not wait until you want it and then you can't get it. All right. So this is the other one, still not open yet. These cards, ladies and gentlemen, are considered to be charge cards. Charge cards are like, let's say, it doesn't have a limit on it. If I want to use $50,000, if I want to use $100,000, all I got to do is call you and be like, yo, listen, I'm about to make a purchase, blah, blah, blah. They approve me, whatever it is. Charge card meaning that at the end of the month, if I use $50,000, I will have to pay back $50,000. But here's the caveat. You can also use it. There's a feature on it called pay over time. So you can use it as a regular credit card. So therefore, you don't have to pay back all at one time. I'm going to tell you guys the reason why you guys need a business credit card in your life. All right. So yes, you can use the pay over time feature and you don't have to pay all of that. We also have, along with the business platinum, they send me these nice cards. I like them. All right. So this is the gold, the business gold. It's a charge card. There is no limit on it. My spending power, it's unlimited with these cards. And I have each business that I have for it also. You guys see me in our non-conformist? Yes, it's the same thing. Each business that I have, I structure it the same way and I went for funding the same way. I have a secret that I'm going to give you guys of how we're going to do this to avoid how I did it with two businesses and avoid 20 inquiries. I'm going to get to that in a minute. All right. So I went for the business platinum. I went for the business gold. I went for the business green card. I went for the business card. I went for all of American Express business products. Because of the way that I structured my business, because of me having good credit score, they gave me what it is that I wanted. So it's important, guys, that if each one of these steps that we take of structuring and setting up our business and paying our bills on time, it's important. You don't want to have a late payment. You don't want to be in the derogatory. And we'll have a whole conversation about credit and how we can help you guys fix your credit and get your credit right. Because trust me, having a good credit is so important in this whole thing. You won't have this or get to this having bad credit. But it's not hard to get good credit either. Anyways, we'll get to that at a later time. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you guys how I get to these without how I got 7 cards with 1 inquiry. I know. Sounds crazy, right? Because I avoided 20 inquiries. The beauty about knowing what it is that we know, right? There's certain cards that you have to stay away from. There's certain cards that are good too. But once you know how to utilize and understand the importance of credit and know how to utilize the system to your advantage, then you will know how to apply for these cards when you are applying. And I'll give you guys an example before we close out of here tonight. All right. If you apply for, let's say, a Capital One card, they're going to pull your credit, right? And they're going to pull your credit, and you're going to incur 3 inquiry, 1 from each credit bureau, 1 from TransUnion, 1 from Equifax, and 1 from Experian. 1 credit card, 3 inquiries. Why would I want to do that? So as we go along this journey, ladies and gentlemen, and I bring information to you guys and data points and whatever it is that you guys will need to get the funding that you want, I will show you. Once I started applying for my credit cards with American Express, I got 7 cards with 1 inquiry. Because once I started, I just apply. You can put your computer in incognito mode and you can do this at the same time. Just line them up and just run, apply all at once. American Express is going to do their inquiry. And you just applying for the card, applying for the card. American Express, they pull from Experian. They don't check TransUnion and they don't check Equifax. So I ended up with 7 credit cards with 1 inquiry. Crazy, right? Had I used a company like a Capital One card, not saying that they're bad, because there's a really good card from Capital One that I'll tell you guys which one to get. But why would I do that? Why would I go apply for 5 credit cards and get in 15 inquiries when I could have done that with Amex? You know what I mean? So there are certain credit cards there are certain companies that pull from certain bureaus. So you want to make sure that when you're applying for these cards, that you don't just apply for the card that's going to pull right across the bureau. No. Like, for example, Bank of America has 2 really good cards there. You can get 2 Bank of America card with 1 inquiry. So imagine I decided I was going to run it up all day. I could have came out with 10 of these cards just having 2 inquiries. A lot of you guys will say, okay, these are just credit card. Are they really business funding? Yes, they are. Because once you know how to MS, which manufacturer spending, then you will know how to pull these money off these cards without getting charged a high interest rate. And we will get into that a later day, how to pull these money off these cards so you can do what it is that you need to do, grow your business. But you got to make sure, guys, applying for a credit card just to use a credit card is not what it is that you want to do. You want to make sure that you have a business and you're generating income. So therefore, when you use this card, you are able to pay them back. One of the great reasons of having a business card is that you can transfer. For a lot of people who have personal credit cards, you can transfer the debt off your personal side. So then and therefore you can keep your cards on the personal side low, your usage on the personal side low, so you can transfer it on the business side. There's a lot of things that you are doing on the personal side right now that you can use your business credit card to do, so you don't have to use and let your personal credit card get high utilization. There's people right now who we're helping and we're showing them how they can pay off their cars and transfer that car from out of their personal name and put it in their business name by MSN and paying off these cars and take it over there, because you want as minimal amount of stuff on your personal side as far as your debt to income ratio. So we'll go through that as we build out this platform, ladies and gentlemen. But by structuring and setting up your business like this, by having a paydex score of 80, you can go to your bank. And I guarantee you, as I said, preferable credit union, Navy Federal is a really, 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 really good credit union, ladies and gentlemen. I'll share with you with them. On the personal side, I went to them. And as I said, it's so important, once you build out your credit, right, that you can get crazy funding from them. I went to them. I got their cash rewards card. They gave me $25,000 on this over a period. 6 months passed by. Okay, I went back to them for an increase. They gave us $31,000. Okay, I went to them with Amex. They gave us 25 on this one too. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's important when you have access to it. It's important when you have access to funding, access to money, because then and there you can grow your business. A lot of people right now, they want to do this, they want to do that, they want to do this, they want to do that, but they do not have access to the money. And there's a lot of people too who, you know what I mean, they want to do this, they want to do that, and when they do get it, they don't know how to execute. But all of this, ladies and gentlemen, you don't get here without having good credit. You don't get here without fixing your credit. A lot of you guys have bad credits, whether it's 400, 500, or whatever the case is. You need to fix your credit first so you can get to this place that you want to be right now. A lot of you guys with 500, 600, low 600s, and you apply for all these little cards you see pop up on Credit Karma. I'm like, come on now. Calm down. Calm down. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you fix your credit, you get your credit right, and then you build your business out. You build and structure your stuff out so you can get the funding that you need to get. I'm not here to advertise tonight. I'm just here to share some bars and share some gems with you guys on what you guys need. But that's something that we help here. We can help you fix your credit. We can help you get the funding that you need. And guess what? It doesn't matter. Your business could be a brand new business. We can help you get funding for your business too. Yes. So don't feel like your business has to be aged, or we have to buy an aged corporation for you to get funded. No. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you guys follow these steps as we listed them. Business funding, it's a very good thing, no matter what. Even if you just have a cleaning service, or even if you just have a car business, or whatever the case, a car wash business, make sure that you get your business right. Make sure that you structure your business right, because just by taking cash and sell, that's not gonna be the way out. That's not gonna be the way out, because by the time we do our next episode and we talk about automation and buying back your time and making sure that you're making money while you're asleep and you don't have to physically touch it, so we set these systems up that I'm gonna tell you guys that you need to set up so your business can run automated. You want to make sure that all these things are put in place first. There are steps there that we have to take in order for us to get to the next level, but you have to be willing and want to. A lot of you guys are running real good business right now, but you're so hands-on. Like, if you don't touch it, you can't make no money. And there are systems out there that you need to implement in your business so you make money while you sleep. You wake up in the morning and you check your account. All right, good. I made $10,000 last night. I made $25,000 last night. You're not going to get rich or get where you need to get if every dollar that you make, you have to physically put the work in order to make that dollar. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, until next time on the Medicine Podcast, I want to say thank you guys very, very much for tuning in. Yo, get your credit right. And you know what? On our next episode, we're going to show you how to build out your credit. I have a ebook coming out, a do-it-yourself ebook, where you can follow the instructions and you can do it yourself and get your credit right. Remove collections, charge-off, bankruptcies, inquiries, no matter whatever it is. You know what I mean? You can get it off. There's also going to be the business funding ebook that you can purchase. And all you got to do is just follow all these steps. All the data points are going to be in it. Everything is going to be in it. And all you have to do is just follow through step by step. Do not miss a step, because that one step that you miss may affect you getting funding. All right. So watch this space and we will keep in touch. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys very much for tuning in to the Mindset Podcast. It is yours truly, Junior Mystic.